Hey guys, welcome back. The title of this video is going to be Choose Your Words Wisely. Choose them wisely, okay? Now, in a previous video, I talked about choosing your partners wisely, right? Researching your partners and understanding and being on the same page, right? Well, choose your words wisely, it relates to that quite a bit. You know, you're going to have partners in this life, okay? What are some of those partners? First and foremost, I hope you find a spouse in your life, that partner. That's a real important partner in this life. Secondly, probably your boss and your colleagues, right? Choose your words wisely with them, okay? Now, I know that in life, you know, we have lots of passions. You know, you're passionate about your work, you're passionate about your home life, right? And things are gonna get comfortable at your work and in your household. And what happens when you get comfortable? You take them for granted, right? And then when some conversation gets heated, you say the wrong things, right? That happens. Every one of us has probably done it, right? If you haven't, good for you. You know, you're probably a real chill person. But for a lot of us, we have a lot of passion and we get heated and we say the wrong things, okay? Sometimes you just need to stop, pause, and sometimes walk away and think about what just happened and how important it is. You know, if what just happened wasn't that important, you don't need to say anything and just drop the conversation and move on in your life, right? Because a lot of things that we argue about are honestly real trivial. They really are. You know, a lot of us just BS about stuff and it's just not worth arguing about. You know, take a second, stop yourself, and forget about it and move on, you know? And that person that you're with, I hope they'll do the same thing. If you both can do that and choose your words wisely, you're gonna be that much more successful, okay? Now, I learned this from my wife's family. They're very cool, calm, and collective when it comes to this concept. With my family growing up, it wasn't like that. It was like, you know, call each other out. You know, it wasn't that bad, but every now and then it got heated, right? But with my wife's family, like, we'll get into a conversation, whether it's politics or philosophy, whatever it is, or just some problem that happened. You know, maybe you're on vacation, everyone's getting mad about what you want to do, right? And a lot of times people in their family, they'll just take a step back, kind of go silent, and then sometimes they'll take themselves out of the situation entirely, okay? You want to do that sometime because, again, it's not worth hurting people you love. It really isn't. You'll find that most things in this life are not worth that much emotion and passion, okay? Now, you know, that's your family life. That's real important. Now, your corporate life, depending on where you are in the corporate world, it's going to affect things differently, okay? If you're looking to move up in a corporation, definitely choose your words wisely. You know, I'm not trying to say that you should be fake by any means, you know, be yourself, but just be careful, right? Because you're going to get passionate about your work, okay? You're going to think that you're in the right. And you probably are, to be honest. You know, most of the time you're in the right, but sometimes you need to take a step back, walk away, and come back at whatever it is you're trying to do in a more professional, tactical way, okay? And there's lots of ways to do it. You know, maybe you could follow it up with an email, you know, and be very cautious about your emails too, okay? Choose your words wisely. You know, maybe send that email not the email itself, but the text to ChatGPT and take its opinion or whatever. You know, use AI for your words. Choose them wisely. They'll help you do that. They might say to you, hey, you're getting a little aggressive here. You might not want to say that, you know. That's not being fake. You know, that's just being professional. You want to make money, right? That's the whole point of a career, is making money and moving up. So be wise with your words, with colleagues and with your boss. I'm guilty of it too. I mean, I'm not the best at choosing my words wisely. I'm a little rough around the edges, but that's just my advice for, you know, everyone else. Hey, you know, learn from my mistakes. These are some mistakes I've had, and you know, it hasn't caused me to get fired or anything, but I think it might have caused me not to move up in a couple companies I've been in. So just be aware of that. Now, there's a caveat to this. Now you'll see this with, it's not a caveat, but you'll see this with entrepreneurs and owners of business, right? That power goes to their head, right? And they become kind of like, you know, jerks in a sense, and they will not choose their words wisely. Now, sometimes that can work out for you if you're real ruthless in business. Sometimes it works out. I'm not saying it can't work out, but you lose a lot of respect is what happens when you don't choose your words wisely, and you lose personnel real quick. You see it with Tesla. You know, Elon Musk is known to be a real big jerk at his companies. He's a genius, I get all that, but you see a lot of turnover in Tesla. I don't know about SpaceX, but I know in Tesla, you see a lot of turnover. Now, some of it might be related to the workload. You know, they tell people to work 60, 80 hours. And I'm sure there's points to that man where he's nice and everything. And it's the same thing with a lot of big business owners. There are times where they are nice, but there are times where they are jerks and they say the wrong thing, and they lose good personnel doing that. So be aware of that. I've worked for entrepreneurs that just had just a horrible mouth, and they lose people. They lose respect for people. You know, you want to keep your employees respectful of your authority. And so you can be firm, but you just don't need to be a jerk, honestly. It doesn't help you. You lose respect. You know, you lose respect in the community. You lose respect in your job. You lose respect in your family. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get across. You know, you're not going to be perfect. There are going to be times where you say the wrong thing. And you know what you need to do? Just be humble about it and make an apology. That's okay. You can make an apology, and as long as you're humble about it, you know, you can move on, and people will respect you for that because you've made a mistake and you've amended that mistake. And even if you're a business owner and you're you've got all the power, you can be humble like that and say, look, guys, I got a little heated. I'm passionate about this business, and that's why I said what I said. And I do that myself too. You know, being a leader, if you say the wrong things and you reflect on it and you're just humble about it, you'll succeed in that way too. Okay, so hopefully this advice helps you guys. I know it's helped me a little bit, being humble, you know, trying to think before I say things, take a pause, step back, and yeah, hopefully it helps you guys. So if you guys could take a look at my previous video, and I appreciate everyone's time, and have a great day. Thanks.